So here we are, and this is the little griddle that I just put in, the new one. The recipe that I'm trying is a Italian seasoned olive oil, garlic salt, garlic, and pepper chicken. Essentially, it's going to be a brick chicken. I'm going to slow cook on the griddle the underside and the skin side, and then at the time that I've basically got a nice even sear, I'm then going to put the bricks over here on top of each chicken half and do a pressured cook on both sides. And that should provide an interesting, if not even, cook to it. And boy, I tell you, the aroma's fantastic. I actually came by, it's been about 30 minutes, and what I've done here is I flipped the chicken earlier. I decided pressure was good. You know, I should also say, as far as the history of the recipe, this recipe goes back, oh my gosh, I think 2 p.m. this afternoon, so it's been about 3 hours. Long time. So I've had, I've thought this recipe through over and over. Truth is, I've wanted to do brick chicken for a long time, and the essence of this recipe is just to imbue it. Oh, I love that word. With the Italian seasoning and the oil, and of course the salt, the fresh garlic. It's a basic recipe. The trick here is to just slow cook, use all that chicken skin fat, which I left on. I left the skin on. When I went to the butcher, I just said, just cut these things in half. So I'm using that chicken skin as the fat. Although I did add the olive oil, so there you go. And so you can see that there's been a lot of oil residue created, a lot of brown oil burned down, caramelized, as I would like to say, for both chicken halves. Let me go ahead and pull the bricks off, give you an idea of what the meat looks like. You'll notice I put a intermediate piece of silver foil over the chicken. Now, I lost some of that skin to the griddle when I flipped it a little while ago, but you can see that there's a lot of flavor there. We're going to flip it again. That's what I'm looking for right on the meat. And I'm going to do the same thing with these chicken wings. So we're going to let this thing just continue to cook. Down goes my silver foil. And here comes the brick. There's the brick. And let's take a quick look at the other half. Oddly enough, for a chicken that was cut symmetrically accurate and in half, this half is a bit smaller. But at this point, I don't think the animal much cares or has a feeling one way or the other at this point. I somewhat feel badly for that bird, but I love that brown. You can just see all that flavor. It's everywhere. Anywhere you see that caramelized oil and herb, you're looking at flavor. So, again, I will top this and pressurize it. There we go. Now I am going to bring the top of the barbecue down, and I'll allow a little oven action as well as the direct heat from the griddle. Okay, so it's time to retrieve the chicken, and I was here just a moment ago and I took everything off the top. Chicken looks really nice and brown, and that's what I wanted, and I'm just going to put it into this. I keep a number of aluminum, small aluminum containers, pick them up at Costco, and I've got my 500-pound box of aluminum foil I get from Smart and Final. Okay, it's not 500 pounds, but it's a lot. Since I'm holding the camera and trying to do the grab and put, so to speak. Before I detach these chicken pieces from the little griddle, boy, what a mess, huh? It cleans up real good. I'm going to drop some lemon on the chicken, what I have left here, just to freshen it up a skosh. Waste not, want not. And let's start with the greater half, and that goes in there. Here is the smaller. Let's take another look. See that back side? They're both going to have that nice color to them. And these are my little test pieces, the wings. Put those in very carefully, as you can see. And of course, the next thing that I want to do is shut off the gas on both burners. And I will do that. My yellow dots align, that's my safety feature, right? And the last thing I'm going to do here, while the griddle is still hot, typically with the griddle, one of the best ways to clean it, and I'll do this in some proper videos, the best way to clean it is to put a little water on there and then scrape.